You wake up and your eyes feel dry, blurry, and tired even before the day begins. Streetlights at night look like halos. Reading makes your head ache. And driving after sunset, it's starting to feel dangerous. Most people say it's just age. But that's not the full story. New research shows that certain foods, when eaten right before bed, can actually help your eyes heal themselves during sleep, repairing your vision naturally while you rest. In this video, we're counting down the top 8 most powerful bedtime foods for seniors who want to improve night vision, reduce dryness, and protect their eyesight without pills, procedures, or expensive drops. If you've been struggling with tired eyes, this might be the one thing you've been missing. And before we dive in, leave a comment below. What's the one eye issue bothering you right now? Dryness, blurriness, night driving. We're reading every comment and replying with real tips that can help. Let's start with number 8, organic egg yolks. Yep, something as simple as an egg yolk can actually help your eyes feel sharper and less sensitive, especially as you get older. But not just any egg. You want the kind with deep orange yolks from chickens raised naturally, eating grass and bugs like they're supposed to. Why? Because those yolks are packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 nutrients your eyes need to stay clear and focused. These nutrients help your eyes deal with bright lights, glare, and faded vision. They support the part of the eye that helps you read, drive, or see faces clearly. Here's the part most folks don't know. Your body absorbs these nutrients much better from eggs than from vegetables, about 5 times better, in fact. And when you eat them before bed, your body uses them during sleep to nourish and repair your eyes from the inside out. The best way: soft scramble 2 organic egg yolks in a little butter on low heat for just a couple minutes. Not hard-boiled, not fried, just gentle and simple. That keeps the nutrients alive and easy for your body to use. And if you've been told to avoid egg yolks because of cholesterol, there's good news. Recent studies show the cholesterol in eggs actually helps deliver those vitamins right to your eyes. Tom, 71, used to skip reading in the evening because the words started to blur after sunset. He thought it was just age until he started having 2 pasture-raised egg yolks an hour before bed. Within a few weeks, the glare from his reading lamp wasn't bothering him anymore. Now he says he can read his mystery novels again without squinting or giving up halfway. So, if you've been noticing more glare while driving, or everything just looks a bit dimmer than it used to, try this little change before bed. 2 golden yolks might go a long way. And by the way, if you're over 60 and keep canned foods in the house, tomorrow I'll show you which ones might quietly be harming your joints, blood pressure, and energy, and which ones you should eat more often. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss it. But first, let's get back to today's video. Let's take a look. Coming in at number 7, sweet potatoes. They're not just tasty, they can actually nourish your eyes while you sleep. Sweet potatoes are one of the richest sources of beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A, a vitamin your eyes rely on to see in low light and stay properly lubricated. This becomes even more important as we get older and our natural vitamin A levels drop. Here's what's fascinating. When you eat sweet potatoes about 90 minutes before bed, your liver begins converting the beta-carotene into active vitamin A, just in time for your eyes to absorb it. During deep sleep, when blood flow to the eyes increases. This helps reduce night blindness, eye dryness, and even improves contrast when reading or driving. Nancy, 67, used to dread driving home from her evening bridge club. Headlights looked like starbursts, and she constantly rubbed her dry eyes. A friend told her to try eating a small baked sweet potato before bed with the skin on, and a little coconut oil. After just a couple weeks, she noticed her eyes weren't as dry in the mornings, and the glare at night felt less intense. If you want the same benefits, here's how to do it right. Bake or steam 1 medium sweet potato with the skin for about 35 to 40 minutes. Add a teaspoon of coconut oil or grass-fed butter. That healthy fat helps your body absorb the beta-carotene up to 4 times better. Just don't microwave it. High heat can destroy the nutrients your eyes need. It's a simple bedtime snack, but your eyes might thank you in the morning. At number 6, we have a small fruit with big benefits: goji berries. These little red berries have been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine, but now science is catching up. They contain an incredible amount of zeaxanthin, a nutrient that protects the part of your eye that controls sharp central vision. What makes goji berries special is how they work while you sleep. When eaten in the evening, zeaxanthin from goji berries travels to your eyes during deep sleep, helping rebuild the pigment that protects against light damage and aging. David, 72, used to wake up with red, tired eyes and always felt like he needed eye drops. He started adding just a small handful of soaked goji berries to his evening yogurt, nothing fancy. Within a few weeks, the redness and dryness calmed down, and his eyes didn't feel as gritty in the morning. If you want to try it, here's the best way. Soak about 1 ounce of dried organic goji berries in warm water for 10 minutes, or mix them into a little plain Greek yogurt. The soaking helps soften the berries and release the nutrients. You can also add a few raw almonds. Vitamin E in the almonds works well with goji to protect your eyes even more. One warning though, if you take blood thinners or diabetes medications, start with just half an ounce. Goji berries are natural, but they can interact with some medications. And whatever you do, don't eat them with green tea or coffee. The tannins in those drinks can block the absorption of zeaxanthin by up to 70%. It's a small evening habit, but for aging eyes, goji berries can make a real difference. Coming in at number 5, black currants. These small, dark berries don't get much attention, but they're packed with nutrients that aging eyes love. Black currants are rich in vitamin C and something called GLA, a rare type of healthy fat that helps reduce inflammation around the eyes and supports healthy blood flow to the retina. That's especially helpful if you've been dealing with pressure in your eyes or early signs of glaucoma. They also help strengthen the tiny blood vessels that feed your eyes, and that means clearer vision and stronger protection at night. Eleanor, 69, was diagnosed with early glaucoma last year. Her eye pressure was creeping up and she was told to watch and wait. So she added half a cup of fresh black currants to her evening snack routine. About a month in, she told her doctor that her eyes felt less heavy in the morning, and at her next checkup her pressure had dropped slightly. Here's how to try it for yourself. Eat half a cup of fresh black currants or take 2 teaspoons of black currant seed oil about 90 minutes before bed. If you can mix them with a spoon of full-fat cottage cheese. That combo helps your body absorb the GLA up to 3 times better. You can lightly mash the berries to release the oils, then let them sit for 5 minutes before eating. Just don't heat them up. GLA is delicate and breaks down with heat. Also, avoid eating them with red meat or iron supplements. Iron can block the way GLA works in your body. If your eyes often feel strained, tired, or under pressure, this might be a gentle, natural way to support them while you sleep. Number 4 on our list, bilberries, a close cousin to blueberries but with even more benefits for your eyes. Bilberries are rich in anthocyanins, natural plant pigments that help your eyes adapt to darkness, reduce fatigue, and even sharpen night vision. In fact, during World War II, British pilots used to eat bilberry jam before night flights to see better in low light. Now modern studies show that bilberries can help seniors improve how quickly their eyes adjust when going from bright to dark, or vice versa. Leo, 66, used to struggle walking into dim restaurants or movie theaters. His eyes would take forever to adjust and he'd stumble or squint for the first few minutes. After taking a small bilberry supplement before bed for 2 months, he noticed the change. He said, "It's like my eyes wake up faster now." To try it yourself, you can eat a 1/4 cup of fresh bilberries, or take a bilberry extract capsule with at least 160 mg of anthocyanins about 2 hours before bedtime. Fresh is best, but frozen works too. Just make sure they're fully thawed and drink the juice they contain, even more of the good stuff. One small tip, eat bilberries on an empty stomach or with a little plain yogurt, not with sugary snacks or citrus fruits. Protein helps absorption, but too many carbs or vitamin C can actually block the benefits. If night vision has been holding you back or your eyes feel slower to adjust in low light, this simple bedtime berry might be worth a try. Number 3 is one of the best foods you can eat, not just for your eyes but for your whole body: wild-caught salmon. What makes salmon so powerful for vision is its high content of DHA, a special type of omega-3 fat that makes up a big part of your retina. Your eyes actually use DHA every day to repair and rebuild tiny cells that control how clearly you see. Salmon also contains astaxanthin. That's what gives it the pink color. This natural antioxidant protects your eyes from blue light damage and dryness, especially if you spend time on screens or under bright lighting. Carol, 70, works part-time at a library and often felt her eyes getting dry and tired by evening. She started having a small portion of wild salmon for dinner twice a week with turmeric and black pepper. Within a few weeks, she noticed her eyes didn't feel as scratchy, and she didn't reach for eye drops as often. If you want the same support, here's what to do. Eat a 4-ounce piece of wild-caught salmon, not farmed, about 2 hours before bed. Bake it gently at low heat with just a little turmeric and black pepper. That combo helps lower inflammation and boosts absorption. Avoid Atlantic salmon. Most of it is farm-raised and has far less of the nutrients your eyes need. For best results, pair your salmon with a small serving of brown rice or quinoa. That helps keep your blood sugar steady overnight, which protects the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. If dry eyes, blurry nights, or tired vision are holding you back, this dinner habit could make a noticeable difference, quietly working while you sleep. Number 2 on the list is something you might not expect: saffron. This bright red spice is known for its high price, but when it comes to your eyes, it might be worth every penny. Why? Because saffron contains two rare compounds, croquin and crocatin, that help your eyes repair themselves at the deepest level. Studies show saffron can actually improve vision in people with age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. It supports the cells in your eyes that detect light, helping them recover and even come back to life. Harold, 74, had been told his vision wouldn't get better. But after drinking a small saffron tea before bed for 3 months, he told his doctor that things seemed sharper. Signs on the road, faces on TV, even his crossword puzzle in the morning. Turns out saffron was giving his eyes the nutrients they needed to fight back. Here's how to do it right. Take about 15-20 saffron threads and steep them in warm milk. Dairy or unsweetened almond milk works well. Let it sit for 15 minutes at a gentle temperature, not boiling. Add a tiny bit of raw honey or a pinch of cardamom if you like. It helps your body absorb it better. Drink it about 1 hour before bed, and make sure you're lying down within 90 minutes. Why? Because more blood flows to your eyes when you're horizontal, helping the saffron get where it needs to go. Not all saffron is equal, so look for high-quality Spanish or Kashmiri saffron with deep red threads. And don't overdo the heat too much. Heat destroys the active compounds in seconds. If you're looking for something gentle, natural, and proven to support aging eyes, this little golden drink might be the most powerful bedtime tea you've never tried. And finally, number 1 on our list is something almost no one expects: raw cacao. Not the sweet cocoa powder you find in hot chocolate. We're talking about real unprocessed cacao, rich in powerful compounds that help your eyes heal from the inside out. The most important one is called epicatechin. It helps increase blood flow to your retina, reduce damage from aging, and even trigger the growth of new cells in your optic nerve. In fact, research shows raw cacao can improve visual processing, sharpen contrast, and even help repair damage caused by diabetes or high blood pressure. Ruth, 68, had been noticing slower focus and trouble with fast movement, like watching sports on TV. Her son gave her raw cacao powder, and she started drinking it with warm cashew milk before bed. Within a few weeks, she said her eyes felt faster again, less strain, less blur, and better reaction time. If you'd like to try it, here's how: mix 2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder into 6 ounces of warm cashew milk. Add a pinch of cinnamon, a tiny bit of cayenne pepper, and a teaspoon of coconut or MCT oil. This combo helps your body absorb the cacao and slowly release it through the night, right when your eyes do the most repair. Make sure the cacao is raw and organic, not Dutch processed or alkalized. Those versions lose all the healing nutrients. Drink it 45 minutes before bed on an empty stomach. That way your body can fully absorb the good stuff without interference from food. If you've been looking for something natural, gentle, and surprisingly enjoyable to support your vision, this might be the sweetest way to end your night and help your eyes wake up feeling refreshed. You made it to the end of the list, and that means you care about your health. That's a great first step. These foods aren't magic pills, but when you use them consistently, they give your body the tools to do what it was designed to do: repair itself even as you sleep. Now, before we end today's video, there's one more thing I want you to see. If you're over 60, chances are you have a few canned foods sitting in your pantry right now. But not all canned foods are created equal. In fact, some of them can quietly raise your blood pressure, worsen joint pain, and drain your energy day after day. In the next video, we'll show you 5 of the worst canned foods to avoid completely, and 5 surprisingly healthy ones you can enjoy every day. These aren't just better for your heart, they're easier on your digestion, joints, and brain too. If you've been feeling stiff, bloated, or tired after meals, this might explain why. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss it. I'll be right here walking this journey with you.